Choke, this one is back at you, sir. Charges are being dropped in the Diddy trial. So it kind of piggers back to what Turk was just talking about earlier, to where folks are throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks, but then it doesn't stick at the end. Because before Diddy's trial was done, I wasn't sure if he had blew up kid, cut his car. I wasn't sure if he had kidnapped a few women or not. But now they're dropping those particular charges. They still got the RICO going on. Where do you think we're at with it now, Choke?
I think that they made a bunch of allegations. They come to find out they wasn't true. And before they could give the jury instructions and have the jury deliberate, they trying to take some stuff off the table so they don't have a total flop on their behalf, because everybody feels like, you know, they had a strong case, this, that, and the other. If they did, they wouldn't have dropped those charges, right? You know, so it goes to show they even dropped the kidnapping charges with Cassie at the London. But Turk's defense, Cassie lying because she took too long to talk about it, right?
See, you done started it up again.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. Only thing I say, bro, I get real offended by it, because if somebody f with me, bro, and I know, bro, I'm gonna deal with that shit right there.
Yeah.
A lot of shit that go on, bro, don't be knowing, but they be like they knew. I just was scared. I ain't, man, play with me, man. I'm gonna deal with that. You feel me? And I feel like every human being gonna deal with a situation when they deal with it. When shit is beneficial to a motherfucker, bro, they tolerate it. When it ain't benefiting them no more, they gotta go ahead on and try to, you know what I'm saying, do whatever they gotta do to try to get that benefit back, bro. And I think that's what be going on, man, and we see it all the time. And there's a lot of innocent people that getting found guilty off of defamation of character. So what the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get ahead of that. Or sometimes I might cop out, plea out, take an alpha plea, because it could be bad for me, because I know how y'all paint a picture. It don't mean a motherfucker guilty, dog. You know what I'm saying? Diddy, to me, and not in his defense, Diddy beat the shit out that woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the only thing that this man was guilty of, bro. Everybody else knew what they was doing. They knew where they was doing it at. You know what I'm saying? It was consensual. I feel like everybody was trying to. They got motherfucking what they call that when they don't go to jail if they testified.
Immunity.
They got immunity, bro. So all of that shows that this man ain't do nothing. Everybody was willing participants, but you still had people saying, man, Diddy guilty, Diddy guilty. But when the prosecutor go to dropping something, man, Diddy coming home. Those are the ones who gonna slick try to ride Diddy and say, I knew you was innocent the whole time. I just had to play my role. Ain't gonna try to get in them white parties, man.
What are your thoughts on where we going with this Diddy case?
He's still gonna be found guilty on some charges, and the bigger charges, I think he'll be acquitted.
What charge he gonna be found guilty on, Choke?
Paying sex workers to cross state lines for the sake of prostitution.
But even with that, if I'm in New York and you from New York, how is that going cross state line? Sex trafficking.
He flew people from Florida to Miami. He flew people from New York to Miami. He flew people from LA to Miami. He flew people from New York to Miami.
But is it a crime to fly somebody?
For the purposes of prostitution, yes.
So who testified to that?
Punisher.
And now his motherfucking ass doing interviews all over the motherfucking world now.
But does that mean that he was not flown around?
It don't mean that this man committed no
Paul
crime.
was flown
Knowingly committing a crime is something different from they putting a crime on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? When has it ever been a crime to fly a motherfucker in who do what they doing, knowing what they doing? I can see if it was against your will, you didn't know what you were doing, and it just was a setup.
There's a law
but
called
all
the
these
Mann
people
Act.
knew what the fuck they was doing, bro.
There's a law called the Mann Act. And to your defense, Diddy called an escort service for these people. But the fact of the matter is, you cannot fly people across state lines for the sake of prostitution.
That ain't
that's where
prostitution.
they. And
if
if
it's
you
legal,
don't, huh?
how is it prostitution if they get paid escort service?
Because escort service is for you to escort somebody. Once you go past going out on a date with them, going escort.
That was they charge though,
escorting them to a show, whatever. When you ask them to do more than that, which is sex, then it becomes sex
Diddy never
trafficking.
asked it that. It always was Cassie, from my understanding. Cassie the one initiated the sex.
Who paid for it?
I don't know. I wasn't there, but Cassie the
And
one
the-
told,
and-
and
and
everybody that did an interview,
Yo,
the ones
bro,
that I heard,
you got to start following the cases and reading the transcripts.
the ones I heard speaking and talking, they say Cassie told them to do this.
Who paid for it? Do you know who Robin is?
Man,
Robin is the accountant for Diddy. She paid for flights. Capricorn, KK, paid for flights. They didn't take it out their budget, out their pocket. They got the money from Diddy.
Do you think that Diddy will be able to walk, or he'll wind up being
He'll walk
Get probation.
He'll walk like Young Thug walked
man,
with a
Diddy
conviction.
going home, man. But,
He's not gonna come home
And guess
scot-free.
what, nigga? I'm going to the white party. Fuck you talking about? I'm going to the party. Diddy party's alright with me.
I've been
You
to
ain't never been
Diddy
to Diddy
white
party?
Yes, I have.
Okay then. So
Yes,
so
I've been to
everybody wanna
plenty
make
white
fun of
parties,
a party,
yes.
nigga. I done been to Justin's at a party. I done been in the tunnel at a party. Nigga, I done been to a couple Diddy parties, nigga. I done even drunk motherfucking Cristal, me and Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Man, niggas need to stop lying because nigga they need shit at the time, bro. You know who I respect?
Ooh.
Young Miami, man. Man, I got respect for her, man. And I hope when Diddy come home, man, y'all get back together, man, and get y'all motherfucking Jay-Z and Beyonce on, man. Fuck all that, man.
So
Straight
with
up.
that being said, Diddy's case is coming to an end, and on your closing thoughts on this thing, when the jury comes back from deliberating, are they gonna set Diddy free? Is he gonna get 1 to 5, 5 to 10, or is he gonna walk straight out of court like Thug did?
I believe that is going to be. Well, Young Thug did not
Thug
just
ain't
walk
walk straight out.
He did
Thug
not walk straight out.
Thug took a plea.
Okay.
Yeah, so he took a plea on several charges.
Mm-hmm.
He got time served, and then he got 15 years probation.
So is it too late for them to come with a plea?
For
They got to go all the way out.
If he get a mistrial like Thug did, then they
okay.
can work something out.
Okay.
But I feel Diddy's going to be convicted on paying paying sex workers across state lines.
And how much time they
And-
carry?
1 to 10. And the other stuff he may be acquitted on, or it may be a mistrial, and we'll see them negotiate on the mistrial.
That, you know what, that make a lot of sense. You know, like, right is right, wrong is wrong. They could be right in that situation if that's how it played out. You know what I'm saying? And they made a lot of fuck a nigga off, but I still don't think his intent was to break no laws with nothing that this man was doing, how they try to paint him to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm a grown up having fun with grown ups.